Whew. Here we go, baby. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. And we're already on the way, but let's do some intro now. So, finally get the double R back, Toothless. She's just about ready for double R Fest. So we got all the fluids checked, oil change, chain checked and adjusted. And I got a set of super courses on there. From the factory, the double R comes with the 55 profile in the back. I got it upgraded to 60. And that whoa earlier was me being able to tell the difference. The thing dips in so much more differently. So, whew. We also have the new springs on. Apparently, I'm not as big back as I thought. I'm now oversprung in the rear with no preload. And pretty much perfectly sprung in the front, also with no preload. So we might be looking at a new rear spring. Oh, that sucks. I have a 100 weight spring in the front, or excuse me, 100 weight spring in the rear. And at my weight, I probably only need a 90. The thing came with like a 60 or 65. Oh wow, it feels so much better in the front under heavy braking. I wouldn't call that heavy necessarily, but heavier braking. She is taller. Normally I had a slight bend in my knee when I try to flat foot at a standstill. Now I'm still able to flat foot, but I have zero bend. Look how touchy she can be. Oh, is that a cop? I don't think so, no. Probably shouldn't have gone that hard on these fresh tires. Let's scrub them in a little bit. Maybe we'll go around town just a touch, show off some of the carbon. But yeah, it's night and day difference, the springs on this thing. So if you're big back like me, springs, man, unless your bike for a fact, you know, is sprung for your weight already. And this bike wasn't bad. I mean, it has some of the best electronic wizardry that it can do with those springs, or with the electronic suspension. It's so nice. I really just can't get over how much better this feels. It feels like my bike. It does. Whereas before I was riding somebody else's. Oh, that's... Oh! I don't get this front end... Like, I didn't think it dove before. But... clearly it did compared to what it is now. Even just that braking there. That was not hard braking. And my nose would dive down. I'd have to grip really hard the tank and kind of sit down, hunker down, make sure I didn't slide over. Oh! It is so much different. I mean, even in the looks department, it looks better. We were going back and forth. I'd been waiting to decide if I was going to get a different, shorter Acracan, the carbon one, with the different relocated exhaust mount that goes to the rear foot peg, or if I was just going to stick with my standard can that I have. But we decided to go ahead and get rid of the rear foot pegs, which honestly it didn't bother me at all. I mean, other than having the actual peg part, I kind of like the look of the little fins. Similar to my buddy's new Aprilia that's got the vertical tail fins on his tail instead of a passenger seat. Oh shit! What the fuck is going on? Somebody got on their brakes pretty hard. I can smell them, or smell their tires. we just decided to remove the rear foot pegs. I have the TST Industries tail tidy with the touch plate, which actually uses one of the mounting points for the rear pegs. So I had to take the pegs off because I didn't have something to put there, and I didn't know if the original bolts would fit. So my buddy, he had taken the rear pegs off his bike and said that the mounting points for the rear pegs, he could put the factory bolt back in and it would screw down flush. So that's what we did on the rears. So we removed the rear pegs, and honestly I kind of like it. Even without any sort of relocated mounting point, no block-off plates, nothing. It looks good. I'm not mad at it. I can stay sitting on the bike now over those bumps, which normally felt like I was going to fracture my ass cheek. It just eats them. It eats them. I have springs coming for both the Tricolor and the Street Fighter SP2. The fork springs both came in either today or yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was this morning. And I'm still waiting on the rears. I cannot express now after feeling this, even though it's still not perfect. Because, you know, we checked the sag and everything, and it's definitely oversprung. It should be about minimum 20 millimeter sag in the rear, and even with me sitting bolt upright with all my gear on, all I got was at best 14, maybe 15. With no preload. Those two are going to be even more dialed in than this is, and I'm all about it. I cannot wait. There may be even more electronic wizardry I can do with this bike to get it dialed in even better, because I think what we decided was, even though from the installation and mounting standpoint, according to my buddy, his M single R and this S double R have the same rear shock, and he's 10 pounds lighter than me. He has the same spring in the back. He was basically perfectly sprung, or just barely oversprung, with no preload. Or maybe he had like 1 or 2 turns of preload. I know the geometry is different. His is a single R as opposed to a double R. But what we think part of the issue is even though it's a direct replacement, it fits. Maybe the internal valving is different between my rear shock and the single R rear shock. But I think even right now, I'm so much more confident on the bike that RR Festa COTA is going to be so much better than it would have been on the stock bike. Seeing people on their phones. Get the hell off. Not even a phone. Literally writing on pen and paper. Doctor too. leans over farther. Yeah. Mm.